Welcome back to Grow Joyfully Home and Garden and Garden Tour Saturday with your host, Grandma Sandy, your co-host, Suffolk Susie, Growing on Vancouver Island, and Pat's Garden Life. This is an open collab that anyone can join. I'm also part of another open collab hosted by Janita at Janita's BF Well Wishes Gardening. All you have to do is put hashtag Let's share our plants, success, and disaster stories. I'm sure I'll have plenty of those. Well, I was right. Here's my first disaster story. My poor habanada. It's dying. The only thing I can think of is some sort of pest, or they just don't like to be indoors here. I've been spraying them with Dawn and a little bit of neem oil and water, but not doing very well. So here's my two disaster stories. My poor Roma and my poor habanada pepper. Sadly, here's another one. It is totally covered with aphids and not happy. And neither is the one back there in the corner. So far, not doing well with overwintering the peppers. The hanging baskets are doing well. Look, I have a new petunia. They look quite healthy. This petunia is growing another flower. Look at that. It's got a little hole in it for whatever reason. It looks a little pale, but other than that, quite healthy. And this one is slowly recovering, and we've got a new petunia. This tomato here is a gold nugget, and it's not looking happy. Some of the cuttings show some signs of life. Back here, the chocolate sprinkles tomato looks really quite well. Now I wonder if it matters, and I'm sure it does, the size of the pot I have for the chocolate sprinkles compared to the size of this pot. Although this pot's fairly large and this one is definitely dying. So, adventures in greenhouse growing. This Bonnie Best plant has come on pretty well. The fruit are not very big. This is the bigger one. They don't get overly big to begin with, maybe about like that. The size of a baseball. So let's take a look at these peppers back here and see how they're doing. I still have this one growing on here. We still have blooms, and there's one growing back here. This tomato plant looks dreadful. We still have one big green tomato that I'm just going to leave on there. So what do I think of my overwintering? I'm not sure. I don't know. It's not doing great with the peppers, that's for sure. It's really sad. I'm still going to leave these on for a little while longer and see if we can get them to ripen up a bit. Then I'll take them in. Then I'm going to cut the plant back and just see if I can get it to overwinter here. So I'm not very impressed with that. And this one, not overly healthy and well. I'm making up a mixture of neem oil and Dawn. I'm going to give it all another good spray. Krista at Simply Just Krista recommended this concoction. I will put the amounts that you use up on the screen. So I put the Blue Dawn and the neem oil in with the water. You're going to shake it really well, and now I'm going to apply it to the plants. I brought some heat mats over from the other greenhouse, and I'm going to put them under the ones that I can plug in. The big plug-in space is over there. I'm going to see if any of these heat mats will help the peppers. Okay, so I moved some plants around. I turned the heat up to 45. There's a little heater back there. It's very safe. And I've put heat mats under this, and this tray. It's probably the only ones I can reach to for now with the plugins. Maybe I can get this one on another day. I'm doing a lot of spraying on these hopanatas, and I'm going to take off all these leaves. Big job ahead of me. There's still more Cherokee purples growing on this plant. Here's a golden nugget plant that doesn't look too bad. And a sun gold cherry plant. Here's one that's actually ripe. Let's see if it tastes good at all. Yeah, it does. It's cold because it's cold out here, but it has a really good taste. So that will be a success. These euonymus cuttings look like they're starting to get some life. That's a good sign. The blue cream berries plant still struggles on. And these two plants back here, a gold nugget and a sun gold cherry, do not look well. I really wanted to get some Big Hill determinate tomatoes growing here. They're very beautiful and they tasted really great. Well, all we can do is keep trying. I'm getting very busy in the house doing Christmas baking, wrapping presents, Christmas decorating, still being with the family a lot, you name it. So this is still a fun experiment. It's not going quite as well as I wanted it to go, but it's going. So we have to take the wins when we can get them. I know that Natalie down in Louisiana at Find Joy in the Journey is doing really well with her garden. I must admit I'm jealous. So I hope any of you, if you can get out and grow anything, that you really try. So I think we're going to keep the video short today. There's not a lot to show you. There is still life here, and that's great. That I appreciate. It's quite cool out here. I think I'll turn up the heater a couple of degrees and see if that helps to cheer things up. Get things watered and cut back dead and dying things. So I hope you're having a wonderful day, whether you're indoors or whether you're outdoors. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next video.